Six teams have had their shot at the replica elevation trail. Some have shone brightly like a supernova, while others have collapsed in on themselves like a black hole. Tonight, we follow the next set of galactic racers as they take their turn at reaching for glory and the top of the leaderboard. We've already seen perfect runs. Will we see another tonight? Verglasia is ready. Groups 3 and 4 are go for launch. It's the Freezie500 from the elevation trail. First up tonight, and leading off Group 3, from the remnants of a devastated society comes Lone Star. In an attempt to restart his once vibrant and funky culture on a new planet, Delta Eros, Lone Star was recruited by two fellow drivers to rebel against the evil Techmordians and rid the universe of their tyranny. Whether or not they were successful, only time will tell. Racer number 2 has a complicated backstory. Hailing from the planet Grimalkin, Rufus Lidar has the skills to drive anything, but when an accident left him needing skin grafts to over 90% of his feline body, he didn't let that slow him down. He took it one step further and had a custom race car built to reflect his new nickname. Filling out Heat 3 is the elder statesman and leader of the racing tribe of Tarmacia, a world that is completely covered in asphalt. To say that racing is in his blood would be like saying carbon is the fiber that holds the fabric of the universe together. Papa Pugsley is ready to take on the best the universe has to offer in his car, Mantra. These are your Heat 3 teams. Now let's head to the start for race number 1. It's a lucky start for Papa Pugsley and an unfortunate one for Rufus Lidar, as something must be up with his steering as he goes right into the wall just in the top section of the course. Lone Star looked good out of the gate, but unfortunately can't handle the jump and pit maneuvers Rufus Lidar. But it's the top half of the course just before the jump where Papa Pugsley gets the assist from Lone Star. And whether that's a little bit of dirty driving by Papa Pugsley to give Lone Star a little tap just as he's going over the jump, we'll have to go to the judges to figure that out. Papa Pugsley then gets a free run at the finish line and takes maximum advantage and maximum points in this heat. Clean getaway for all three drivers as the gate drops. However, once Rufus Lidar hits the first whoop on the course, he's into Lone Star. They swap paint to the jump, but it's Papa Pugsley who gets there first. However, Pugsley buries his front end clip into the snow, and it's Lone Star with the bouncy suspension that gets it all wrong, and he's up and over. Rufus Lidar is the one that actually takes full advantage of that, and actually throws a block in front of Papa Pugsley from getting across the line. That could be an interesting move, seeing how all points matter. It's another great start for these guys, as all three drivers get away clean after the gate drops. Everybody's nice and civil until the jump, and then hell breaks loose. They all come together at the jump, and it looks like Rufus LiDAR tried to climb all over Papa Pugsley. Let's just take another quick look at that. It looks like Lone Star gets into Rufus, and that puts Rufus on top of Papa Pugsley. I'm glad there's a safety cage in Papa Pugsley's car, because that would not have been a way to go. Lone Star pointing in the wrong direction, can't find the line. And that's it for Heat 3. This was a hard-fought group. There was a lot of good battles between these three drivers. And with the scores going up, let's plug them into the big board. Let's find out exactly where these guys sit. So Papa Pugsley and Rufus LiDAR sitting 3 and 4. Unfortunately, Lone Star, you're third from the bottom. And as we say goodbye to Heat 3, we're going to say hello to Heat 4. Group 4 is led by one of the most famous racers in the game. His full spectrum livery is unmistakable, and his orbit stretches for light years. Many a young racer fan has had his posters gracing their bedroom walls, and his popularity is unmatched. Driving Galactica from the ice moon of Iconium, it's Arlo. Look out for this next racer. His reputation for leaving the competition bruised and bloodied only fuels his thirst for carnage. Zarnok got his nickname from a dark chapter in his world's history. The Butcher of the Crystal Caves is in his car nicknamed the Cleaver, and he is on the hunt for fresh meat. Hailing from a space station in the Peanut Galaxy and driving the most expensive race car here, rumor has it pegged at costing around 100 units, Space Ace has quickly made a name for himself as one of the hottest new drivers. And his smooth and creamy driving style is sure to leave the competition feeling chunky. This is Heat 4 from the Elevation Trail. That was one of the closest finish I think I've ever seen here at the trail. You can see the focus between Ace and Arlo. Zarnok, on the other hand, his mind is still off-world. Arlo hits a jump first, but then he spins around allowing Ace to catch up. They then lock wheels and set up a finish too close to call. With all this infinite technology around us, you'd figure we'd be able to get a definitive answer as to who finished first, but looking at the camera angles, I don't know if we can call a winner. It is just that close that I think we're going to have to call this one a tie. Both Ace and Arlo will head up back to the top with 11 points. watch closely as the gate drops. Ace gets into Arlo and pushes him ever so slightly into the Butcher's path. I wonder if the Butcher has ever had a mouthful of rainbow. That move by Ace clears the path for a free run down to the bottom. He celebrates with a little bit of airtime over that second whoop. Once he hits the jump, it's clear sailing, and he knows it. The Ace has now taken a stranglehold on this heat. And Ace completes the sweep. Looks like money can buy you a good race car. The Butcher gets into it with Arlo after tasting the rainbow in last race, but Arlo's not having any of it. His sights are set on the back of Ace's bumper. He chases Ace all the way to the line, but it's the Space Ace who's played his cards all right. However, Arlo does posterize at the finish line for all his fans. As Group 4 collects their scores, we're starting to see a definite difference between the top drivers and the bottom drivers. And as we plug Heat 4 into the big board, we see Space Aces join the ranks of Monstar and Ragtag Jim up at the top of the list. Zarnock got lucky and is second from the bottom, but Mr. Dark still sits in last place. That's all for now from the elevation trail at Verglasia. As the leaderboard continues to fill up, how many more perfect runs are we going to see? Will tactics begin to play out, and will lines be crossed? For Space Ace, his seat in the second round is guaranteed, but for everyone else, you're just going to have to sweat it out for the time being. Tune in next time for Heats 5 and 6 as we continue this galactic journey. And if you like what we do here, please like, share, and subscribe. Once again, I've been your host, 905. Thanks for watching. For the love of diecast, keep racing.